That should be a...
significant tornado parameter values in southern Illinois are like 6 to 7.
So, I know,
It doesn't
curious,
really,
you're
it
in here.
means something, but I wouldn't be too.
I know you're in here curious,
that.
but literally that means 7 STP untwisted right here. So we're looking at, we just got over with this possible tornado that literally went through Waterman. This was the debris. It's still there. Very light debris though now. If we look at the last 7 frames, let's run this out. Here, it really formed right there. That was definitely the most concerning it was. It really came up quick though, and it was light debris. I would not expect that to have produced anything. So, again, this is heading towards Naperville, and then Aurora, Bativo, Wayne, and Evanston, north side of Chicago. Yo, Ethan, just chill out, dude. You gotta calm down. Again, tornado warning on these 2 here. We have currently 3 tornado warnings. 1 is observed still. This one is still observed, so we're definitely going to want to watch that with velocity. It's kind of a mess, though. I mean, this isn't even where we expect the tornadoes to be today. I expected this to be hail up here. That's what we all expected. So, let's actually pull up the risk area right here. Enhanced risk, again, double enhanced. This stuff's basically in it. There's some down here you can see. It's really hard to make out this. Hold up. Hard to make out the enhanced risk without. There you go. The enhanced was up here, but this was more for hail up here. We put tornado on. They have 10% here, but these aren't even tapping the 10% significant risk. This is more what I'm worried about. This line that goes right through Evansville, Henderson, Louisville, and into Cincinnati. This is definitely what I would watch more. This down here. This one's definitely producing right now. Again, we have 2 tornado warnings. 1 is still observed. This one, we definitely want to watch that carefully. 10% for the south side of Chicago into Joliet. But again, the storms will not produce anything there. I'm not expecting much. We go back to reflectivity though. The storm, it merged all together right here on this dry line right here. See how there's this huge line of storms here, and honestly, if anything, that'll kill off a lot of the potential that this had to produce anything. I really don't think this is producing much now that it merged, which is good because it's heading into a very populated area. But now I think it'll probably kill itself off. Definitely this one down here. I don't know what it's doing, if it's trying to get power out of that. That is, holy, whoa, if that hooks, that could actually be big. Blizzard warning, yes, we do have a huge snow squall warning here. I don't have, hold up, I can show you what alerts do I have. I can turn blizzard warning, I do have blizzard warning on, alright. Winter, we have 5 blizzard warnings. Where are they? Oh, they're all for California. Big snow skull warning though. Tornado watch right here. We just want to keep watching this. And then down here again, this is a watch possible. So it depends though. Let me go on the radar here, see if they're firing off yet. These are just starting to fire off, and it should be discrete supercells. Yeah, that's what we gotta watch more. Let's stick on this one and let's go back. Holy crap, that's some good radar. Let's go back on to radar from Joliet, their National Weather Service radar, and let's look at this, because this is a huge couplet. Like, this is big. If these happen to merge and mix, yeah, I'd probably produce a wedge tornado. But right now it looks like it's just a gusto front and it won't mix or merge. The hook doesn't look like it's there. It doesn't look like it would produce anything. Let's go with these other people live here.
Hold it blurry.
We're going east again. Gotta stay ahead of this thing. It could, at any cycle, it could go crazy. Right now, I think it's going through a cycling phase again.
Brad Arnold.
Pretty far south either one. It's a good
Picked up in speed.
Thinks
He's
the storm is
headed.
going through a cycling phase right now, which is very possible. These storms have been recycling frequently,
You
so it's
can't
entirely
rate a
possible
tornado
that,
right now.
that this storm, as it continues to move to the east, does recycle. And
You can't rate a tornado until after it happened.
We've already had some rotation in different areas.
I really like. I don't know. Do you guys enjoy having this guy on when I can't talk, hearing him talk?
Rotations begin and a little bit again near Interstate 88. That's going to be moving toward Elburn, Lily Lake, and the Virgil area, and as well as Caneville. And then our other area of rotations back down in here near Waterman. We actually have a few of them, like 3 different pockets of rotation, but really the main one is this one right now. It's still pretty weak though overall, not really tight and confined. This area of rotation has looked pretty, you know, sketchy for a while, and this one would be really the main concern, I would say, over the next really 30 minutes or so. With that being said, this area still has a pretty equalistant chance of seeing a tornado, if that's even a word. But pretty equal chance.
So, what you see in here? See this? If you could. Oh shoot, I spelled
If
wrong.
you have any other reports on these storms. If you have any photos or videos, by the way, you can feel free to tweet us on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. A link to
Give
all
me a
this,
sec,
by the way,
I
is
gotta
in the
fix the
description
stream
below if
name.
you have any photos or videos.
I did it in a
Again,
rush.
If you're taking any photos or videos, please make sure that you are taking them very safely. Do not go outside. If you're in a tornado warning, do not take photos or videos. Stay in your safe place. But if you're far away from anything, you know.
Once I get this fixed, well, it loads actually. Let me describe this. So,
tornado damage looks to be pretty significant in Anawan, Illinois.
Oh shoot!
I am retweeting a photo on Twitter of that.
Nope.
But there is some significant tornado damage 3 miles northwest of Anawan, Illinois. That is where a potentially strong tornado was ongoing at the time.
I did not see this, guys.
There's a photo on Twitter of that.
Let's
retweeted it on our Twitter page at MaxVelocityWX. Yeah, we currently have 2 different tornado warnings ongoing. One of them is back up near Interstate 88, just southeast of DeKalb, and then we also have a couple of other areas that we're watching in this larger polygon that is stretching from Waterman back down south, closer to just northwest.
Hold up, guys, I got a lot going on right here.
It's all moving to the east. Chicago suburbs, be very on alert here. All these
yeah, if this goes into Chicago, we definitely got to watch this.
We also have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Millington and Oswego and Aurora.
Look at this. Look at this
area,
damage.
Wayne, Elgin. Seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible if you're included in this warning. And as the tornado siren blares, we have a new tornado warning. This one includes areas east of DeKalb. This is for Elburn,
Jesus,
Canesville,
I got new tornado warning just got dropped
as well as
here.
Lily Lake and the Virgil area. Stay in your safe place, away from windows, lowest floor possible if you're included in this warning.
Look at this.
To make matters worse, we have another pocket of rotation that is back up near Elgin.
Look at the damage.
This is also
this is
area that
less than 20 minutes ago.
Gilbert's Interstate 90, Elgin,
whatever building this was, it was swept off the structure.
Area.
It doesn't look that well anchored.
Well, away from windows, lowest floor possible. It is not a tornado, but there is rotation there for sure. That's attempting to develop back near Gilbert.
Looking at the damage here
closely as well. So really 3 different areas that we are currently monitoring very closely. One southwest of Algonquin, which is not tornado warned right now. The other one east.
We also have really big fires in Texas.
And then the other one just south there of the Route 30 area. I'm gonna have to recircle everything.
Let's look up tornado damage while we have a second.
1, got 2, and you sort of got 3 in here. It's again the one that's east and northeast of
that's all we're getting right now.
Northwest of Sandwich. That rotation's been kind of hit or miss here. It hasn't really had a really big tightening phase at this point.
Reed-Timmer also has this.
Very closely. And then back southeast of DeKalb.
That looks like 2 funnels right there, guys.
More rotation right now. None of these are confirmed, as I mentioned before. They're all radar-indicated rotations.
That looks like 2 funnels in there.
There could be a tornado legitimately
Dead man
at
walking.
any time. We still have to monitor all these storms very closely as they continue to move to the east. Again, all these tornado warnings right now in north and northeastern parts of Illinois.
Alright, guys,
I'm just like southern Illinois, southern Indiana, Ohio. If you're back over in Michigan, if you're over in Kentucky, your threat really is not until at least 9 o'clock tonight. For the most part, most of those areas will not see severe weather until 9 o'clock or after.
So, like we said, this is a lot of stuff. This will be a late event. A lot of stuff will probably drop out of this one.
This is really the most concerning area right now when it comes to severe weather over the short term.
So
the tornado threat is increasing for the Chicago suburbs as we speak.
That is not a
these,
good thing,
various
guys.
storms.
That is not a good thing.
All these storms right now rolling in right in time for really the post-rush hour, I'd say, for this area.
Thank God it's post-rush hour. But that's a bad path. If we can get storm track...
Again, no reason to panic. No reason to be worried. Just follow the
From
plan.
Aurora?
And have multiple ways to receive
20
alerts
miles
tonight.
from Aurora, this
Have a
tornado warning.
action
Edge of
plan
the
in
tornado
place.
warning.
So that can be a basement. It can be an interior room of your home.
I'd give it 10 miles.
Bathroom,
Let's see on
all that
tornado
sort of
track.
stuff. Please, just have that plan in place and you'll be okay. There's really, again, no reason to panic. Chances of you seeing a tornado, again, are relatively low comparatively in like a single location, right? It's definitely higher if we look at a region, like the 10% tornado hatched area, but...
What about Aurora? In
again, no
20 minutes, this is going to Aurora, Naperville.
Alerts and a tornado action plan in place. All right, rotation
Wheaton,
located
Oak
near
Park,
Hinckley. It's
north
moving
of
to the
Chicago,
east. We
near
also have
Grant
another
Park,
pocket
then
rotation now
Evanston.
crossing Interstate 88. Very top of your screen, just to the northwest of Elgin, south of the
Right here.
Algonquin area. That is where we currently have another pocket of rotation that is not tornado warned. There is some rotation attempting to
What do we
develop
got right
there,
now? How many do we
and that
have?
will
Let's
continue
let's
to
get a
roll
check
to
on
the
this.
east over the next little
3 tornado
while.
warnings right now, so they could
Arlington
drop a
Heights,
4th. This is
Harper,
really
Burnsville,
going off right now,
those
guys.
areas in particular. Just stay weather aware. Again, you don't have to seek shelter if you're in Arlington Heights.
And
but
look
that's
at
a
this.
long-term,
Look at the areas this is
area
heading.
that'll be
Look
in
at
the track of
Elgin,
this storm.
guys. Look at the path of these. They're heading either due east or due northeast. And the area this is heading in, these are heavy population centers, guys. Look at all these buildings this is heading towards.
Let's see if we have anything.
That would be a
And as of now,
horrible,
there's no confirmed
horrible
tornado on the
situation.
ground. In any of these storms, as I mentioned before, I saw somebody saying in chat like they lost connection to their friend or whatever. There's a potential that was from wind, because there is some strong winds in here. I mean, we're talking about
And this
some
is
numerous damaging
over
winds between
McQueen.
60 to 70 miles per hour.
And again, even
Power
here,
very
it's
easily could go out
very
with
heavy
this sort of
population
storm,
center.
but
If this
as
drops,
of now, at least as of 6:48
this is a
PM, we don't
horrible
have any
situation if this
radar-confirmed
drops,
tornadoes,
guys.
But that obviously could change at any time.
so
For the time being, we don't have anything.
that would be a very, very bad situation. That drop, luckily it looked like North Chicago, but
Michigan will
this
not
is
see
where it's
severe
heading.
weather
These
until
are
a
the
bit
buildings
later,
it's heading
probably
towards.
after 8 o'clock or
And
so.
that, we gotta watch this one, I'd say the most. This is bad, very bad situation. This one's near Gilbert. There's really 2 inflow notches in here. This is heading here this way, this is heading here that way, and the issue, it's
Alright,
not
here's
turning,
latest
it's heading
radar
more
scan.
out.
Let's go back. We're gonna go storm to storm here. Go south to north.
This one looks
Beginning with the
really
first storm near
interesting. I wouldn't
Hinckley,
expect too
this
much
storm
out
in
of that.
particular
And this
still
one
has
is
some
becoming
high winds.
flat.
We do
It's
have a little bit of
basically
rotation
making
still trying to develop here.
squall line,
This will be
basically,
moving
so
toward
it's just a
Aurora
wind
over the
pushing
next
forward.
several
It's not
minutes.
rotation
So
or
if you're
anything.
in
I
Aurora,
would
the
assume
Batavia area, Geneva,
Yeah.
stay
They dropped
weather
this
aware.
tornado warning,
This
'cause that
particular
just looks
storm
like a
is
big
going to be moving in your
gust-
direction. More of a
gust
damaging
front
wind threat right now,
coming
not
through here,
nearly as
pushing
much
the
of a
air out of the way.
tornado risk.
And it
And
could
back
push it
east and
into here, which
southeast
would
of
also kill the
DeKalb. This is
rotation.
an area that we've had some rotation for quite a while, but not seeing nearly as much right now in terms of
Yep, you're saying what I'm saying.
strong rotation. It's definitely broadening out a little bit, so we'll still watch it closely, but definitely broader rotation near
Again,
Lily
these
Lake
are all
and
heading into
Caneville
Chicago.
and Elburn. And back over near Gilbert, so we still have active rotation right now. That is moving to the east, going toward the West
Let's see
Dundee
the
area
press.
and the Carpentersville
Oh, it's
area.
definitely gotten stronger.
It's not
That's
far
not
from
a good
Elgin.
thing.
So
These
3 different
frames
areas of
have
rotation
upticked
that
significantly.
we are watching very closely.
But the thing is, I'm also seeing it's gotten wider, and
this is a bit
that doesn't mean
of a
it's getting
different view of
bigger.
this. I just wanna see.
That means it's, if anything, it's
Yeah, you can
spreading
kinda pick
out.
the
The
rotation a bit
velocity
easier here,
is
but one
going
just south of
down.
Hinckley, another one back up near Interstate 88,
And
then our
If anything,
other
it
one
might
up
have
near
peaked
Gilbert's.
here.
That is south of
I just wouldn't be
That
too
one's
sure
not
about this
tornado
one.
warned, but
None
we're
of,
gonna have to watch that one closely.
that definitely wouldn't be sure about. But if anything, that's probably the most promising, but still not that promising.
I did see
Kenosha.
somebody asking about the hail potential in northwest Indiana. That threat.
Yeah, I will be.
If you do have a hail, if you end up seeing hail, it'll probably be in like a couple of hours. But there's no imminent threat. Thank you again, questionable for the 9.99. That's referring to that question. Chicago is very calm for now. Yes, it is probably very calm. It won't be calm for much longer though.
You see that?
Looks like we have some strengthening rotation back
Just
up
dropped
here
it.
near the Hinckley area. And the new tornado warning now for the Gilbert storm. So that's the one that we're talking about before. That rotation has now been tornado warned. Seek shelter away from as possible. We have 4 tornado warnings ongoing, all of which are currently west of Chicago. The tornado threat will likely increase here over the next 30 minutes on this area of storms down in here. So if you're in Aurora, about the Batavia area and Wayne, definitely stay weather aware. These storms are going to be approaching here over the next 15 to 20 minutes. And then we have that new tornado warning now for Gilbert.
We saw this one
just south of Algonquin near Elgin. This is the area of rotation. So again, stay in your safe place, away from windows on the lowest floor possible if you're in that warning. And back over just north of Sandwich, that is a bit more of a concerning area of rotation.
Damage
and that could very well drop a tornado or two at any time. That's a bit more of an interesting area. We have two different pockets of rotation.
That's not good.
One just south there of 30, and the other one's north of Sandwich.
So what he's talking about?
And our other area of rotation's up in here near 88, and then another pocket of rotation up there to the
here,
north. We have
there's
four
a pocket
different areas
there,
of rotation.
And then in here, it's just a line, really, that's heading north. It's north of Chicago it's heading, but it's these, like we said, Highland Park. This is still a ton of homes.
I draw a track on these storms. Yes, I will in a second. New Storm Prediction Center update.
Really?
It should be coming out here in a few minutes if it hasn't already.
Are they going to drop one?
I don't really know what to expect with the next update, to be honest.
So
I'll explain my thoughts in a second. Let's get through this, though, real quick.
Is this a new update?
New tornado warning for Aurora. This is for Aurora and the Oswego area. Seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible if you're included in this warning. This is not a surprise. These storms have been rotating for a while.
This one's heading directly for Aurora, and it has gotten stronger here.
We have one pocket rotation and another one just southeast of Hinckley. We have two different pockets.
Alright, so what it said to me, it looked like this rotation has gotten stronger. It may come together here. What are we at? 5 tornado warnings now. This is getting serious, guys. These are all 5. This is just a line. It's literally a line heading right for Chicago, North Chicago, near Evanston, between Waukegan. I'd watch out Evansville. I'd watch out Aurora. I gotta watch Chicagoland, around Chicagoland Speedway, Arlington Heights, Highland Park. These areas are all under the gun. I'd say anywhere north of Joliet, get in shelter. Anywhere south of Joliet, you will be fine for now. You will be fine for now. These areas, definitely this area up north.
5 separate tornado warnings here in the Chicago suburbs.
That is,
we have a tornado now
wow.
in Hinckley, apparently. Actually, yeah, looks like we do.
Let's
go to the correlation coefficient. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure we have a confirmed tornado by the correlation coefficient, but apparently Reed Timmer has a tornado near Hinckley.
Where's Hinckley? Is it this one down here?
This is the storm right now that is perhaps producing a
tornado
actively near Hinckley. That'll be moving toward Big Rock,
is this it?
And as well as going toward
Alright, let's watch this. Let's give Reed Timmer. Can we get Timmer up? Oh shoot! Yep, here we go.
Yeah, that looks to be a tornado right here.
That's, if anything, that's it. That's the one heading towards Aurora right now.
That is a tornado in progress, though, just on the east side there of Hinckley.
Oh yeah, right in here. So it'll head towards this small town of Big Rock, Sugar Grove, and then Aurora. And honestly, if these things don't die down, it wouldn't surprise me if we saw a few tornado emergencies tonight. Definitely with the, yeah, which is bad. They could drop a tornado emergency if it gets past Sugar Grove and it's still ongoing because this is on the ground. Tornado emergencies, if these keep going, we will see tornado emergencies tonight. This is just a bad area. Like, it's a bad area for this stuff. This is a, I don't know how many 100,000 person town, city, I mean, and we have a confirmed tornado that's heading right towards the city, north of Aurora, if anything, and then towards Wheaton. So this is a bad deal, folks. This is not something that you want. I don't see debris. If this was debris signature, it's definitely lofted by now.
That's on the ground. Correlation coefficient hasn't updated, but that's the tornado right there. That's just west of Aurora and Oswego.
I've heard, if anything, it is widening right now. Oh man, that's not good. Not good. Again, going north to Gilbert. That rotation's also getting stronger. This is cutting it out though, so I'd watch that. This is getting stronger too. All of these rotations are getting stronger, folks, and it is heading closer and closer to Chicago. These rotations are all getting stronger, closer to Chicago. We are going to want to watch this very, very, very carefully. This one is on center to Evanston or in the path of Chicago. This Aurora one, it's dead center though. Man, do we have any? Did they mark observed on it yet? Nope.
Right now is beginning to increase. Again, there's currently an ongoing tornado that's located near Hinckley.
Yep.
And if you're in this tornado warning, stay in your safe place away from windows on the lowest floor possible. It may have lifted, but even if it has not lifted, it would be located right here along Route 30. Again, that's moving to the east toward Aurora. There's also another small pocket of rotation just east of that. We actually have two different areas of rotation within like 2 miles of each other. It's kind of crazy.
Holy.
Still down. All right, so there's still a tornado in progress east of Hinckley.
Can we get Timmer's stream up?
It has not been updated from the National Weather Service yet, but obviously there's a lot of stuff happening.
Let me get Reed Timmer. Let's see if we can get this.
I spent all.
Multiple different areas of rotation. We have one.
Let's get Timmer up.
My God, my spidey sense hasn't lifted.
I think it did lift. I did.
But it may not have. Get ready. Just in case. Is there a pass behind us?
Reed Timmer doesn't have his thing on here, so I can't.
New info van to the north. I think this is the rain ramp around the east side of the tornado.
Oh wow, look at it.
Hear it?
That's definitely on the ground. There's debris down there.
You think it's right behind us?
Yeah.
Yeah, curious.
Power just getting caught to that sound though.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Here they are.
Look at the structure on the storm. You can hardly see it when the lightning comes with that. Where the rain's all coming down there. Yeah, I can voice them, but I'm not too worried about that right now. We gotta worry with the real scenario.
I think that's ready.
This is... I doubt it's on the ground. It lifts, but we gotta watch for recycling.
Oh.
There we go. Back down to 4.
Where is she at? Where is she at? Stop.
Oh shoot, this is getting bad. Look at all the... We got a lot of warnings on this. Stick with me here, man. Stick with me. Man, the hail's coming down hard for his stream.
Yeah, I can't see anything anymore.
It's hailing really hard on his stream. Yeah, rain wrap too. Be somewhere in that mess. These might fire up behind down the dry line too. Let's go down south. Let's look at these ones. This will not be the tornado highlight of the day. The storms are still not firing off, man.
Tweeting photos there frequently. There is a tornado on the ground though here. It is a cone-shaped tornado.
Alright.
It's not a rope. It's a cone-shaped tornado.
You heard tornado on the ground. It's not a rope, so it's a little bit wider. Oh man, it does look like it. The thing that's really, I don't know, is that there's just no debris, which is obviously it's a very good thing. And we hope it stays that way because it is still heading into Aurora. Sorry guys, I'm just... Oh yeah, there we go. I'm just looking at all this.
Wow.
Guys, sorry if I'm not talking a lot.
Moving east. As is really the main location in the track of this, including Batavia, over the next 10 to 15 minutes. Really over the next short-term time frame. And Naperville will be in the track of this in about 20 minutes or so, maybe 25 minutes. Be weather aware if you're in that area, but the tornado risk is quickly increasing right now in this particular area with this rotation. This, unfortunately, is in a position where it could become a strong tornado if it ends up getting enough of an inflow. We do have a pretty good amount of rotation. A large chunk of rotation that's stretching from about Route 30
what's
back
bad
to
is
Interstate
when I
88.
say it. What's really bad is when you have two
Pretty large area that we're talking about here of rotation.
One shot you have, I killed the whole structure.
It did, yeah.
Man, what it is doing is trying to blow back in on itself, and I'd give it like a 50-50 chance that this thing either
And you need
kills
to stay in your
itself
safe
off,
place if you
or
are
it
in
becomes
a
a
Aurora
monster
or
in
Batavia.
Aurora
The
and
tornado that is
Naperville, and we
still
look at a
confirmed and
big
on the
one.
ground will be moving east over the next several minutes towards those two
We
locations.
just gotta watch. I mean,
If you're on
there's nothing
Interstate
we can do.
88, let me check the mile markers here. This is between mile markers. It actually doesn't say it on here. Never mind. The last couple did. This one does not. But essentially, if you're between about Caneville, back just northwest of Naperville, and if you're on the Interstate 88, you want to avoid that area. Because the area of rotation will be heading that way here over the next several minutes, and with the tornado being confirmed right now, it very easily could march there across Interstate 88. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is a cone-shaped tornado that has been confirmed by weather spotters in the area. It's unknown if this is still actively happening, but as of about 3-4 minutes ago, we've had confirmed photos of it, and it wouldn't surprise me if it was still on the ground with this much rotation. Correlation coefficient has not shown anything this entire time, really, but is likely still on the ground right now.
Edgar's just capturing incredible video of these tornadoes.
Thank you, Deputy Brown. Thank you for sharing my stream.
This ain't even a town. Your name over here.
Alright, let's see. Seeing if we have any other photos or reports here on this storm.
Alright.
As of about 3 minutes ago, there is still an ongoing confirmed tornado in progress. So it's likely still on the ground right now. That's west of Aurora.
Oh, wow.
Correlation coefficient has not been our friend
That's-
here with this storm. Oh, here you go. This is likely where it is now. We have another, at least a new development of rotation back up north of Big Rock and north of the Sugar Grove area. That is the area of rotation that looks to be the strongest. We have high winds going toward Aurora.
Right here, I would
correlation
bet money
coefficient.
there's a tornado there.
Nothing confirmed again by the correlation coefficient, but if that tornado is still in progress, it would be right in there. That'll be crossing over Interstate 88 in the next minutes, between Caneville and northwest of Aurora. Saying Aurora is like 15 times is literally killing me right now. It's so hard to say that. Rita's in Sugar Grove. Is that where this is? Yeah, it's just north. That's the area of rotation right there. This is really the most concerning right here.
Let's just look at what Chicago...
That is your pocket of rotation. It's going to be approaching Batavia, Geneva, and St. Charles over the next several minutes.
Yeah, we're just watching this little inflow hook here, and that actually does look promising. If this were to kill itself off, which we
Again,
hope,
that right there is the ongoing,
we just gotta see.
likely on the ground still tornado.
We just gotta see though. If the next scan shows this going in deeper, then
Yeah,
it's
Big
not
Rock,
killing
a
itself
storm
off.
chaser,
It's actually powering itself
had a photo
in.
shared, like
But
on
if
social media
it
there,
just,
of a
it
tornado
might
on the ground
just
near Hinckley.
come in and
And
just
this in
form a big
Kane
ball.
County, Illinois.
Oh.
Not far from Chicago.
657.
Connor Croft at the bottom right of your screen. He is driving right into the storm right now. We will keep a very close eye on him. He's literally inside of this tornado-worn cell.
Oh, I did what I said. It killed itself off.
And apparently, he's very close to where Reed Timmer is, so we basically have pretty identical views right now. And we will go if he does see anything. Alright, latest radar
shoot,
scan.
they just
Again,
updated
this is
it,
where
though.
the tornado is located. It's about to cross over Interstate 88.
Okay. Maybe I
And
was.
you need to be in your safe place if you're anywhere in
It
this
looks like
tornado
it's killing
warning.
itself off, but it got upgraded to observe
The
for
tornado
now.
is still on the ground. It's going to be right here.
We gotta just keep tracking debris, and I don't see anything. That's
Again,
why
you're
I'm not
Interstate 88
convinced.
that is moving right now to the north and east toward the Bald Mound area.
I'm just-
Spring Green.
I'm just not convinced. Oh wait, hold up.
That right there will be your tornado.
Oh wait, hold up.
West of
Right there.
Aurora.
That was a tornado.
If you're in Aurora, by the way, you should I'd still stay in your safe place.
Right there.
There might not be a tornado coming.
Get the stream on. Get the stream on. We have power flashes. We have power flashes.
Obviously cause damage, similar damage to even what a tornado can do.
Chicago.
You know,
On the outskirts of Chicago. Back to the.
Get it up here.
Happening power plant.
Yeah. Can't see anything over there.
There's circulation north of us.
We got power flashes.
Yeah, right there. That's it.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Tornado. Oh, another power flash.
Oh,
Another power flash.
Yeah, if there's still a tornado on the ground, it's going to be located near Interstate
Yeah.
88. It would be
Whoa.
this right
Whoa.
what did we just get put on this?
Get this one again. Probably the same one. Actually.
Yeah.
We've been on the whole time.
That they put particularly dangerous situation.
Okay. They're having problems with their audio. I'm gonna let them know.
Just southwest there,
Alright, we got a
Ballbound.
tornado in progress.
Yep. Oh, this is definitely on the ground, guys. This just got stronger.
That right there is your tornado. This is on the ground in progress.
It just got way stronger.
Debris near Interstate 88 that's going toward
Oh my
Ballbound,
God,
toward
oh.
the St. Charles area. This will also be heading toward Geneva and Batavia. So you need to be in your safe place if you're in this warning, away from windows and on the lowest floor humanly possible
one,
at this
two.
point. You have a storm shelter, get there immediately. Again, this is a tornado, and unfortunately, there's going to be a new warning here in a second, most likely to include Geneva. But this
Oh,
tornado
we're looking at re-timmer right now, guys. Driving right into a tornado in a rental car, I think.
right now. If you are in those two locations, you should be getting
Leave it to
safe
re-timmer.
because that is where the rotation is going. It's moving more northeast right now. Ballbound as well, Dillon Field.
It's
Donald
luckily going
Field,
north of
Meadows,
Aurora, but
Nottingham
still, again,
Heights, all those areas.
big
You're safe.
homes, big heavy population area. This is literally the neighborhoods. It's heading towards neighborhoods, dense
And
neighborhoods.
that is where this ongoing pocket rotation and the ongoing tornado is heading. This is a confirmed tornado
Let's
right
see
now
if-
moving northeast.
It's gotten stronger. And it looks like it doesn't look like it's heading this way. It looks like it's heading that way. And that would honestly be...
correlation coefficient is picking up debris right now. This is
Oh, shoot
again,
it.
there's no doubt there is a tornado on the ground right now. It's more of just I can't get the correlation coefficient update here. See if I can update it on the other one. Not really that big of a deal, but that black circle again, that's where the confirmed tornado is, and it's about to be heading towards St. Charles.
I don't got no debris. Oh, don't tell me that shit. Oh God. Oh God.
Friends in Geneva or St. Charles.
Get that. It's here. This is a rotation.
How many things can we do at once? All of them. All of
That's debris. That is debris. The blue is heavy debris. Green is light, but blue, dark blue, that's heavy debris.
them. Let's
Heavy.
Drop it down.
And then,
Straight going.
and then it's going into here. It's going into here.
There's a road up here, too. And you gotta drive it.
This probably will go PDS here in a second. That is a strong tornado.
Let's get him on here.
Near Baldmount. It's been in the making for quite a while now. This is a confirmed, potentially strong, and perhaps even large tornado right now, heading east northeast toward
wow,
Geneva
we got
and
orange.
Batavia. St. Charles is also in the track of this.
Orange on light.
You all need to be in your safe place if you're in any of these three locations. And I understand these two places are not in the
what do we
warning,
got?
but they should be, because this is going to be coming right in that direction.
Damaging tornado.
There's a tornado warning. Alright, so that area is now included in this tornado warning.
They haven't put PDS on it, but it does say
It's still not
damaging.
PDS, but I wouldn't be
confirmed
surprised if it
tornado.
goes PDS
Oh.
if this continues. We have a lot of debris being lifted up into the atmosphere. Those dark blues are representing
Heavy
really low
debris.
values, meaning that there is likely some pretty
We
significant
just-
debris being
we
lifted
got
up
a
into the
hope.
atmosphere just
And
around
I mean,
the
we got
Baldmount
a
area.
hope that this is
moving
gone
toward
in the
the
next
Batavia,
flame.
Geneva, and
Before
St.
this,
Charles
because
area.
here,
And
well,
the tornado
looking at
warning just got
Baldmount down
canceled
Highway
for
10 right
Virgil
here, then
and
you
Lily
drop down
Lake.
Highway 83,
Just
let
an
me get
update
the
there.
thing up here.
Tornado warning still
10,
ongoing.
then
Back
83.
near Algonquin
Once
and
you get
Elgin,
here,
that is not confirmed.
and here in
That is
Park,
just radar
Heritage
indicated.
West by
This
North
is your
Aurora,
confirmed
you
tornado
are
that
in
is going to be heading in the
neighborhood.
direction of Batavia
This is country,
and Geneva.
but you are in residential suburbs, neighborhoods. We should probably get Google Maps
And
ready
this
to get
is
pulled up here if we need
confirmed
to start
on the
listing more
ground,
stuff.
potentially a strong tornado in progress moving towards St. Charles and Geneva. Eventually,
just-
Wayne will be in the
hopefully,
track of this as well.
when we
Again,
see
you
this
need
next
to be
frame,
in your
this is
safe
gone.
place, away
'Cause
from
if it's
windows,
not,
lowest
this is gonna
floor
go through
possible
neighborhoods.
if you are in this tornado warning. That right
that's
there
our
is
first-
a tornado.
That's our first time seeing it.
That is a very
So,
strong rotation.
If it dies right now,
As
it's
well.
weak. If it doesn't, we're just looking up.
Wow. Yeah, this is insane. Let's go back to this. Gonna probe the. Oops, didn't mean to split it. Radar just updated. But yeah, that's definitely a tornado in progress right now. And it's moving now into the Batavia area. Batavia, you need to be in your safe place now. This tornado is located right over on the east side of Bald Mound, moving into Batavia and Geneva.
Give me a sec,
Let me
guys.
zoom in closer here. Spring Green, the Wellmoth Acres area, Main Street is right now over this tornado. This is crossing over Nelson Lake. The Faburary Parkway, I don't know how to say that, but near 8 basically in 34.
7:10,
You are on
it's
the
been
track
3
of this.
minutes, I say we need another
McKee
stand.
Street, Wilson Street,
That
all
is,
of you need to be in your safe
that
place.
looks
River
worse.
Street,
The velocity is
Batavia
updated
Avenue,
and it looks
anywhere
bigger.
here
it
in the
looks
Batavia
worse.
area, you need to be in your safe place right now. It's a much better view of it. I don't know what this is. This looks like a school or something like that, or at least some sort of commercial building area.
We're just
Got
waiting for
Mill Creek
correlation
right there, but
coefficient
all those
to
areas
update
right
to
now
know,
in the track of this confirmed tornado that's
to
in
know if this
progress
is
near
a
Bald
bad deal.
Mound.
Because if this gets bigger and this
It's
hits
currently moving to the east.
here,
Please
we are
stay
in a
your
bad.
safe
And
place.
I
That
would.
right there is your tornado that is in progress.
Oh, did we just drop a new one? What in the world? We have 2 observed tornadoes. Hold on. Oh yeah, 2 observed. One down here, one up here. 2
Zoom out here real
observed
quick.
tornado warnings. So do we have 3 overall? Yep, 2 observed.
Double checking all the other storms. Alright, let's zoom back into this storm. Again, this is the one that's confirmed right now. This is the confirmed tornado. If you're in Algonquin,
Oh, it's
you are
gone.
not in a tornado warning. You do not have to be in your safe place right now. This storm is not really rotating as much as before. I do think this warning will be let to expire. This is definitely the main storm
If
right
this
now.
is
That
it,
pocket rotation on the west side there of Batavia, that is what is currently producing a imminent threat of a tornado.
It's going down. There's still some
It's
debris.
ongoing,
literally
in progress,
could be
perhaps even
lost.
strong. That is moving toward Batavia and Geneva. A little bit weaker on the latest scan. We have another pocket of rotation developing
Yeah.
just southwest of St. Charles. 2 different areas of rotation. This
Oh.
is the one that's confirmed. This one is new.
If I had to bet,
They're both
What
moving
happened?
east, northeast, and northeast.
is this one may have killed
And
the
you need to
salt
stay in
to
your
get
safe
formed
place, away
behind it,
from
and it may
windows
have
on the
backfeed.
lowest floor
And
possible
if it
you're in this
backfeeds,
warning.
it would be
Tornado
stronger,
warning
and
for
it would come
Aurora
around
and
and
North
wrap around
Aurora
back
was
here,
just
and it would,
canceled. Or expired. I believe it might have expired.
and it would
Oh, it was canceled.
basically recycle. 2 rotations would meet here around
So if
Geneva.
you're in North Aurora or Aurora,
And
you
then
do
you
not be
head
in your safe
into
place anymore. This is now for St.
West
Charles,
Chicago.
Geneva, and Batavia. 2 separate areas of rotation. The one near the Batavia area is currently still in progress.
Let's get read cover back go.
It's Mount Prospect, Des Plaines, Park Ridge, Glenview.
We don't got enough on it yet, but yeah, it's
Right now, this is the confirmed.
2.
Yeah, this is currently a radar confirmed tornado. There's a large cone tornado on the ground right now in this area still. It's likely starting to weaken a little bit, at least near Batavia,
Here.
but that is where that cone tornado is in progress. It's on the west side there of Batavia. Let's zoom back in here. Yeah, that tornado right now is over Main Street. Gonna be over the Faburary Parkway area.
That looks. Hold up.
It's about to be in downtown Batavia. It's on the west side there of Batavia.
It's definitely dying though. I mean, this was probably peak, and it.
We actually might have 2 tornadoes happening right now. We got 2 different areas of rotation. These could be twin tornadoes in progress. One just west of Geneva, and then the other one's just west of Batavia. There's a possibility though that we have 2
The
different.
correlation coefficient is gone.
Oh, we have it. We have it on live. Here we go.
Oh wow!
That is the.
What I just.
That's
put
the
up here.
tornado there to your left. That's live right now from Connor Croft.
Get that up. Get that up. Come on. What did we get on here?
That is where the tornado
Look
is.
Oh wow.
Is definitely pretty rain wrapped.
Okay, hold up.
That right there in the background, that would be your tornado that's in progress. That's near Batavia. That. Put it on live. Here we go.
Look at. Did you guys see that?
2 different. Oh, we have it. We have it on live. Here we go.
Oh my God, guys, this is bad. This is.
That is the stay in your safe place away from windows, lowest floor possible.
What do we have?
It's a brand new tornado warning for those areas. That is radar indicated rotation. Here's the live radar view right now of what we're talking about with this ongoing area of rotation. Tornado still in progress near Batavia. It is weakening, and then we have another tornado now in progress just west of Geneva. That's a new tornado.
Let's check on this up here.
Not confirmed, but it is likely that there's a tornado there right now in progress.
Yeah.
And that is just west of Geneva. That'll be moving towards St. Charles over the next few minutes. So stay in your safe place away from windows on the lowest floor possible. We have 2 different pockets of rotation. We're going to go full screen one more time to Connor. He is, again, pretty much in this storm right now.
Oh, wow. Look here.
That right there is your area of rotation, though. A lot of lightning.
There you go. There's a look at the tornado.
You see it right there on the left
Chicago
side. He's
suburbs.
looking left. He's looking north toward that storm, I believe.
Not good, guys.
That tornado is likely embedded somewhere in that rain. There's a lot of rain there. It's a tough situation to be able to see in there.
What did we just get? Another tornado warning? How many are we at now? 4. All right, we're taking back up.
Right there. All right, brand new tornado warning. Another one issued now for West Chicago. Carroll Stream is now included in this. Schwamberg,
anyone to the east of this line
is included. Seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible if you're included in this warning. So
Wow.
we just asked anything for Carroll Stream. You are in this new tornado warning, so you need to be in your safe place away from windows and on the lowest floor possible. This is moving to the east-northeast. We have 2 different pockets of rotation. One near Geneva and the other one near Batavia. So the one near Geneva, that is the one that is likely still in progress. And then the other one's weakened
Nothing
out
on it yet.
on the north side there, Batavia. Stay in your safe place away from windows, lowest floor possible. If you are included in this tornado warning, this is moving right now to the northeast.
Again, let's check on the storm initiation down south. It's currently 7:20 Central Standard Time.
Really crazy right now.
Amazing nighttime tornado.
Do we
That's
have
for Bartlett, Streamwood, and Carroll Stream, Illinois, by the way, that new
nothing
tornado
firing
warning.
off yet?
We have 4 tornado warnings ongoing. I need to update the count.
Fantastic. Dynamic pipe. Oh, big time, yeah. Big time dynamic pipe. Drilling right through that stable area, right? Wow.
Is Reed Timmer okay?
Never rely on tornado sirens, by the way. Always have other ways to receive alerts. Tornado sirens don't always go
We got a
off.
lot of stuff.
They're not the most. They're not. They might seem reliable, but they're definitely not.
What's this one doing towards
Not
Rockford?
always reliable.
Oh, whoa. Get on. What do we get on?
Chicago, by the way, is still off to the east of all these storms, but we have multiple storms here. Look at this near Yorkville.
Watch
This
that.
might be something to watch for. Not seeing much rotation, but this is an area to watch for. We do have a little hook down here, near the Yorkville area. The ongoing tornado that is possibly still happening would be over near Geneva. That right there is your tornado. And then the other one near Batavia is weakened. And it looks like that one just weakened as well. The rotation is now over Geneva. It's about to be moving into West Chicago. High winds are likely. And back over near Elgin, we have plenty of wind going through those areas.
Just looking at these fire up.
And then Yorkville will be an area to watch for as well. But yeah, we have multiple areas of rotation. 4 tornado warnings. Area of rotation that we'll have to watch for near Yorkville
St.
as well.
Charles. Yeah, it seemed like a lot of stuff just merged. Where's St. Charles? They said we want to watch this.
So it's been
Again,
a
basically.
crazy event so far. A lot more tornado warnings than I think a lot of us imagined with this area. Multiple ongoing still. Stay safe, Goop.
Alright guys, we got a QLCS happening. We're going north.
Sirens in Naperville, thank you for the report. Yeah, a lot of sirens are going off right now.
Naperville.
If you have any photos or videos, you can tweet us on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. If you have any reports,
Wow.
feel free to leave those in the chat, or again, you can tweet us on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. Wind is picking up, temperature is starting to drop in southern Illinois. Connor, I don't know where exactly. I think he's heading east right now. I think he's on Interstate 80. He's not. I don't think he's gonna see anything here for a few minutes. He's just repositioning. Yeah, bottom right of your screen, we have
Yorkville,
Storm
nice.
Chaser Connor Croft. We are with him right now. We've already had one tornado on his live feed earlier, so it's entirely possible we have another. I-88,
Carroll
thank you.
Stream. What? Navigate us to Carroll Stream, I guess?
Let's see. New radar scan should be coming in here at any time. This is the latest
Stop by
reflectivity.
lacrosse.
Again, hail threat is definitely still existent. We have hail potential up to $half size across these areas. A storm has blown up over near Rockford.
Oh, that's what I was
Very
talking
random storm, but up near Rockford, be mindful. Pretty large hail is very possible. That actually could be upwards of tennis ball sized hail. That is near Route 70, north of Route 20. Let's go to a different radar site here.
Nice town out here.
We have multiple different areas of rotation. We have one that's over Elgin right now. This is one pocket of rotation. That's near the Sherwood Oaks area near Streamwood. That's moving north and east towards Sutton and Barrington Hills. We have another pocket of rotation just west of West Chicago. And then maybe a little bit of rotation northeast of Carpentersville, but not much. Main area of rotation is definitely going to be the Elgin area. That latest radar scan. Yeah, we have a couple pockets of rotation, one right in here. That was the one that was confirmed earlier. It's weakened a bit. Then Elgin is another area that we have some rotation in. And all these right now moving to the north and east. Stay in your safe place, away from windows, and on the lowest floor possible during these warnings. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it.
Fox River.
Rockford's trying to organize. Let me check.
Definitely growing upscale from individual super
That northern cell came out of nowhere. Yeah, that cell literally developed out of nowhere. This storm is producing some pretty significant hail, most likely. It hasn't updated on the warning. That hail storm northwest of Rockford, probably not going to produce a tornado, but that is definitely producing some massive hail. That is a discrete cell. That is... The most dangerous storm is when they are typically discrete, because those have a better chance of producing hail and also a tornado threat. We do have a little bit of a hook down here near Yorkville. It's not really rotating right now, but something we'll still be keeping an eye on. Again, the areas of rotation that we are being the most mindful of are the ones that are moving towards Schwamberg. Area of rotation near Elgin is becoming a little bit more intense right now. That's near Interstate 90. But that right there is a bit more intense. It's starting to strengthen just a little bit. Have another pocket of rotation west of Carroll Stream. Not really that strong, but it is definitely going to have a chance to produce at least some sort of small tornado there as it moves towards Carroll Stream in the next 10 minutes or so. Loud and windy.
Sorry if I'm not talking. I'm just trying to look at this.
Yep.
Oh.
For 7.9 miles.
See, the issue with the lot of... not the issue, I guess it's a... There's a...
If you're just tuning in, this is just west of Chicago.
Chat, that's a
tornado
radar,
threat is
bro.
really
Are you
peaking
tripping?
right now as we speak? This storm in particular
Literally a
could
radar.
easily produce a tornado as it moves east. We have a area of some stronger wind profiles as we get closer to Elmhurst in between that and Elgin, so definitely a possibility that we do have a tornado with us at any time.
Man. You trying.
This could very easily intensify over the next several minutes.
Alright, we're gonna watch Carroll Stream. That will drop a tornado, I bet. I bet money this will drop one. Let's stick on this. Let's shut Reed's crap off.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll be keeping you posted with the latest as this event continues to evolve. A lot of things happening right now. A lot of things happening. Again, the main area of rotation that we're watching is near Elgin. There's another one west of Carroll Stream. New radar scan coming in a second.
It's definitely dropping huge hail, but it's not going to rotate.
Is Elgin okay? Elgin is going to be fine probably in about 5 minutes after the storm passes. And if any viewers are from Rockford, keep in mind there is a large discrete cell that just developed west of you. That is likely more of a hailstorm. That developed pretty much out of nowhere.
The thing is, though, we said all of these are hailstorms.
Alright, new radar scan just came through. Rotation still ongoing east of Elgin. That is our main pocket of rotation. That is going to be moving toward the Palatine area, Arlington Heights, and just northwest there, Schwamberg, near Interstate 90. Lake Zurich, Vernon Hills, and Highland Park all on the track of this in the more moderate sort of term, so probably in about 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, feel free to tag me, by the way, on Twitter if you have anything. I'm checking Twitter frequently for various reports anyway. If you do see anything, feel free to at me on it.
These ones down south will produce more, I bet. Are they firing off along this line?
Emergency services are heading out west in Batavia. Illinois due to the damage, by the way, that has happened in that area.
Do we have
Apparently
any more?
there's been some damage, which obviously there was a couple of tornadoes at the time. So that is new information.
Yeah, that is not.
Still don't have a lot of pictures coming out about Batavia.
Hail and Carroll Stream.
Yeah, that is not what we want to see.
Most of the hail with these storms will probably be around
Nah,
half
a lot of
size hail. The only
ambulances.
exception being this
That's
one
what
near
I'm seeing.
Rockford. That is likely up to tennis ball sized hail. And then we still have a severe thunderstorm right now back down near Oswego. This one, again, not really rotating much, but it is going to be something to watch for. If it gets any sort of strong inflow, we might get a tornado out of that one long term. But for the time being, we still have rotation located right now near Carroll Stream. Main area of rotation is going to be back near Elgin. That's moving to the east right now. New radar scan will be coming in now. Here's the latest. Again, rotation still happening north of Streamwood. This is the most concerning area at this point when it comes to rotation. That'll be moving toward Palatine, Arlington Heights, Baldwin, Inverness,
That's obvious.
and many other areas over the next several minutes. But that is the main pocket of rotation. Much weaker rotation
And a
down near
tornado
Carroll
warning
Stream.
right
This would be the
now.
more
Even if you're
concerning
way
area at
far
this
downstream near Schaumburg, Carroll Stream, Lake Zurich. Hopefully.
Is really the main concern at this point when it comes to rotation in this
Oh,
area.
yeah. Look at
That is
that.
going to be going toward Palatine, Arlington Heights, perhaps Glenview long term, and then also Highland Park in Vernon Hills. But still stay weather aware if you're down this direction, because any of these storms could produce a tornado as they approach Chicago. They're not right now producing a tornado, but they could
Kevin
at some point
Harvick,
down the road.
I don't know when you left, but there was a tornado near Batavia here, over here. It was a
And
big
Connor
one.
Croft right now, I believe, is repositioning for that particular
Right there.
storm, by the way.
It came in. Here's
She's
Batavia.
the storm chaser again, from the
And
bottom right of your screen.
it did damage. We know it did damage. I saw a video of ambulance getting sent to Batavia. So we know it did damage there. We'll get stuff when we can.
How's the Rockford still
Internet's-
looking? That is, again, mainly hail. I'm not expecting a tornado threat with that one.
Internet
Yes, there is definitely some
down. There's stuff going on. There's a
probably
lot
up
of issues
to
in Chicago.
around tennis ball sized hail would be the maximum on that. Check on the lower hook. Not really seeing anything on that lower hook right now. There hasn't been much. It's interesting though. All the storm chasers on Radar Omega, they're all in that same area. Like literally all three of them here. They're all in this like the southern hook here, and it's possible that it produces something down the road. It's very possible. Right now, no, but possibly in like 20 minutes or so it could. I still think the main concern right now are going to be the storms that are back up in here, including this one that is seemingly has the strongest rotation right now, just northwest of Schwamberg.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised you lost Wi-Fi.
The StormNet, from the latest from the StormNet website, which gives you a pretty good idea of short-term tornado probabilities. This is from the Atmosphere Analytics.
Oh, wow.
And notice that this is the main area right now that we're looking at for a tornado threat. We'll be near Arlington Heights, Park Ridge, Evanston.
We're not
That's
even
where
there
the highest
yet.
tornado probabilities exist, at least over the short term. Now again, it's all moving. All these storms right now moving for the most part east-northeast.
They drop a new one? Don't tell me that's a warning. Holy.
This is a massive tornado warning.
Look
We
at
have a huge tornado warning. This is going to really be basically combining both tornado warnings. This is going to include North Chicago, Elk Grove Village, Arlington Heights, Des Plaines, Schwamberg, Evanston, Glenview, Highland Park, Lake Forest, Vernon Hills, Mundelein, I don't know how to say that, but all those areas included in this new tornado warning. If you're in this warning, you need to make sure that you are seeking shelter away from windows and on the lowest floor possible, interior room of your home or building. This is a new tornado warning for this entire area. Stay in your safe place, away from windows, lowest floor possible. Thank you, by the way, Jeff. I appreciate the Venmo. I forgot I had that. Thank you. And really the main concern right now is going to be this area of rotation that is located just southeast of Carpentersville. That's going to be moving toward Palatine and Arlington Heights. Highland Park, Vernon Hills, Lake Forest, all in the track of that rotation. The reason why this tornado warning is so large is because we could get some embedded tornadoes in this cluster here, anywhere up and down this area. But Chicago itself is not included in this tornado warning. But this is really the main area, I would say, just northwest there of Schwalmberg. By the way, if you're not in a tornado warning, you do not need to be in your safe place. It's completely optional. Streamwood, by the way, I've seen somebody saying something about that. Streamwood right now is okay, at least from the tornado risk, but there is definitely some large hail falling there. Still stay away from windows for sure. And further down here to the south, again, not really any rotation near Naperville, but we'll be still monitoring that very closely. 70 mile per hour damaging winds, and as well as up to ping pong ball sized hail, all possible here. Anywhere from North Chicago back into areas near Bolingbrook, even into Chicago Heights here pretty soon.
God, sorry.
And that is the main pocket of rotation, moving to the east.
Again, this area is just under a very large warning, just because it...
Radar indicated rotation is
honestly,
not confirmed as of right now.
This is a very smart move by the National Weather Service to drop a
large tornado
huge
warning for Arlington Heights, Palatine,
but
and
they're
Highland
doing
Park.
it...
I haven't had any confirmed tornadoes in probably about 15 minutes or so.
They're... Oh.
It's a guesstimate. It might have been... You might have had one more recent. Connor is about to be right in line, I believe, for this particular area of the storm, by the way.
Oh, man.
Tornado threat right now is going to be
the highest
couplet between Evanston, Elmhurst, and Elgin.
Holy.
So it's basically this pocket rotation has the greatest probability of producing something. Wow, this is kind of crazy. This is very high winds right now going through the Inverness area. I don't believe this is confirmed. Let me check. Yeah, we got some increasing winds here on this particular area near the South Barrington area.
Hold up, I got a screenshot.
So at the bare minimum, there are some high winds. It's all rain-wrapped, so if there's a tornado, you will not be able to see it.
That would be...
Not confirmed. Again, that is still radar-indicated rotation, but we definitely have some high winds right now picking up near Palatine. That's all moving to the east toward Arlington Heights, Highland Park, Interstate 94. Again, if this tornado does drop, it'll be moving in that direction. Still watching areas back down near Addison, Interstate 290, back through Evanston. This area will be still monitored. Again, we don't really have anything definitive here, but there is still a little bit of embedded rotation in that cluster just south of Schwalmberg.
Sorry, guys, I'm not talking
We'll
loud.
check Twitter and see if we have any other reports.
Yeah,
if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll be keeping you posted with the latest as these storms continue to move to the east through the Chicago suburbs. Over 1.5 million people, by the way, are in this tornado warning. That is a crazy number of people. I don't know if we've ever had a tornado warning with that many people. That is a lot. Quick update, by the way, the Rockford storm still warned for quarter-sized hail, but I wouldn't rule out some larger hail. Looks like it's weakening a little bit. That discrete cell up there, not really rotating. It's, again, more of an elevated storm. If we get a tornado in the next, like, 3 minutes, it's going to be this area. Again, that area of rotation near Palatine is still pretty strong when it comes to the wind speeds. If it tightens, we could get a tornado here near Palatine. It'll be eventually moving toward Highland Park if it does end up dropping. Again, not a guarantee, but it's definitely possible here as this continues to move to the east. Here's the latest radar scan. Still got some rotation there. Really not too strong for the winds going toward the radar, but going away from the radar, those are quite strong. That's the counterclockwise spin. And again, this would produce the potential for a tornado over the next several minutes.
Hold up, guys.
Somebody just donated $5. Thank you, Johnny. And they said, in the back at my job, sounds like heavy rocks.
That couplet, it's not lined up though. Honestly, I just don't see anything with these ones. I honestly think if we want more producing, it's gonna have to start down here. And this is, let's go back to the risk. Let me show you the risk, guys. This is a way bigger risk than that. And if we look at the tornado risk, again, here, this just seems a lot longer. Like they're planning, like if something touches down here, it could be a long track supercell that kind of drops as it goes. I don't think you'd see a long track tornado, but a long track supercell. Dang. Let me get this back up.
The winds going toward the radar. At the bare minimum, we're dealing with some damaging winds upwards of 70 miles per hour. Again, this is currently moving to the east right now, but definitely some high winds, perhaps even a microburst ongoing near the Palatine area. High winds right now, pushing east-northeast, going to be going toward Interstate 294 and Highland Park over the next several minutes. Again, stay away from windows if you're in this area. Winds this high could easily cause the same sort of damage.
It's not a couplet. I believe it also is a microburst.
Thank you, Emma. I appreciate the $8 Venmo.
Dark purple, you're getting.
Yeah,
I'm
high
getting
winds
up
right
in
now
the
near
90s.
Inverness going through Palatine.
Wow, that's
It's all moving to the
CF0
east
strength
right now.
for a huge area.
Naperville, by the way, we're not really dealing with any rotation there. Anywhere basically south of Schwamberg, there
About
really
2
isn't
miles.
much rotation at this time. If
El
anything
Reno
changes,
West.
I will let you know. The main area that we're watching for is near Palatine. That's moving east toward Highland Park. Let me go back over to here. By the way, this is Connor Croft. He's driving right in the middle of this current ongoing tornado warning. This is in the Chicago suburbs. You just at least get the idea that this rain is heavy. I'm not exactly sure where he is in this morning, but that is just what you can expect here if you're in the Chicago suburbs driving. A lot of people are still driving out there, right in the middle of this.
It's out the Highland.
We'll go back to him if we do get any sort of visual on this. He is in the area, though, where the potential either microburst or at least damaging wind event at the bare minimum is happening in Palatine. This is not a tornado, but this is definitely some very high winds, perhaps a microburst right now. It's right now moving east toward Interstate 294 in Highland Park. Here's the latest radar scan here. Again, this right here is the area of rotation. That's just south of Lake Zurich, moving toward Highland Park over the next several minutes. And we actually have a confirmed tornado. Confirmed tornado on the ground in Inverness. This just got confirmed.
Oh.
This is this area. So this is actually a tornado. We're not going to get a great visual on this, but this is a tornado on the ground. Seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. This is observed.
If that's a tornado couplet, that's bad. It's meeting right on conversion boundary.
This is near Palatine. Confirmed tornado in Inverness going toward Palatine. Vernon Hills, Lake Forest, Highland Park, all on the track of this.
So that is a confirmed tornado.
Away from windows
and
on the lowest floor
I gotta
possible.
say, it's
This is not PDS. We have not yet had a PDS tornado. This one is on the ground. Again, seek shelter away from windows, lowest floor possible. Inverness has a lot of mansions. Well, that's not a good thing. A lot of people in this area. Again, this warning includes 1.5 million people. There's a lot of people included in this warning. Again, this is a confirmed tornado if you're just tuning in near Inverness, moving toward Arlington Heights. This will also be going toward areas in the Buffalo Grove area.
The thing
Vernon
is,
Hills,
we
Lake
can't get a
Forest,
correlation
Highland
coefficient.
Park. The black circle is where the tornado has been confirmed. Confirmed by weather spotters in the area.
We got hail blocking the correlation coefficient.
And Connor, I believe, is going to be driving into hail here shortly. He's very close to the hail core on that storm here in Chicago. Bottom right of your screen, again, that's our live storm chaser. If there's a strong tornado, either confirmed or in picture, they usually put a PDS label on it, meaning particularly dangerous situation. This is not a situation where we have that right now, but... Rita, there's stuff in the description, I believe. Top of the description. Or middle of the description.
You guys probably don't even know what this is. That would be where the tornado would be, I bet, if it is flinging debris.
Here's the latest radar scan. Again, if there's still a tornado on the ground, it's going to be near Palatine. This is, again, the area that there is potentially still an ongoing tornado. Was confirmed by weather spotters about a few minutes ago. It's, again, moving east-northeast. So stay in your safe place, away from windows, and on the lowest floor possible if you're included in this tornado warning. So, again, an observed tornado. Which is probably still sitting in the Palatine area. I mean, it's not far from it. It's just north there of Palatine. Hasn't moved really that much here in the last few minutes, but that's the area that we're looking at for a tornado. And back further to the south near Naperville, again, still no signs of any rotation. Same thing with Elk Grove Village, south of Arlington Heights. As of now, there's really not a whole lot of rotation there. I would still stay in your safe place just in case. Yeah, Connor's driving again right through this storm.
There is a storm heading there, but there won't be a twister.
Quickly full screen to him.
Let's go here. There might not even be storms.
Yeah,
there's a storm here and Beloit, heavy rain in Beloit, but it looks like it'll go south to Janesville. You might get some rain, no hail, I wouldn't say hail, but you might get some decent rain, but that's it.
The dead center of the storm. I believe he's in Arlington Heights.
Janesville is not getting much. Beloit will definitely get some, maybe some hail in Beloit. This doesn't even have the chance to put a tornado on anything up here. This is just the area we're worried about.
Pretty much in between.
And that's the area we gotta watch. Rain wrap tornado.
Here's the latest radar scan. And even if there's not a tornado on the ground, again, there's not been anything definitive on radar. It was just confirmed by a weather spotter. We do have high winds. I mean, we're talking potentially 70 to 80 mile per hour damaging winds right now. In that little yellow area here, in the center of that black circle, north of Palatine, that'll be heading toward Lake Forest and Highland Park over the next several minutes. So you still want to make sure that you're staying in your safe place, away from windows, and on the lowest floor possible. Anywhere in this pink polygon. That is anywhere from the North Chicago area back through Evanston. All those areas, you need to be in your safe place.
Watch this go over the water, then drop like a EF5 water spout.
Thank you, Hannah, by the way, as well for
the
$10
no problem, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll get to donations and all that later. I'm not going to really read a whole lot of them right now. A lot of stuff happening. If you have any photos or videos, you can tweet us on Twitter at MaxVelocityWX. If you see anything on Twitter that you think I should see, you can feel free to mention me as well. Again, our Twitter link, all of our social media links are in the description below. If you're just tuning in, we do have a confirmed tornado as of a few minutes ago by a storm spotter. That was confirmed near Inverness, which is just off to the west and north there of Palatine. If there is still a tornado on the ground, it's going to be again in that black circle. Storm is moving east at about 35 miles per hour.
Okay. So
this chat is moving so fast. It's not even funny.
Let's just go over what I expect to happen here.
I've seen the Hinckley tornado. I've seen it already a few times. I think I retweeted something.
Let's go over what's gonna happen here and what I believe. Like basically 95% sure is gonna happen here. These will hit the water and over Lake Michigan, and it's gonna bring cool air and push this down south. And down over here, down by Missouri, this is where we actually expected tornado. We did not expect anything in Chicago. We didn't even get that much in Chicago, to be fair. I mean, few confirmed. But down here is the main risk, and down here is what we gotta watch. See this? This is amplified moisture. All these lines that's gonna form up along a dry line right here, and storms will fire off around Mayfield, Kentucky, Brent, Kentucky, and move northeast, right towards just dead center towards Cincinnati. Basically, Same path as December 10th, if you know what I'm talking about. Central Kentucky, maybe more north. Illinois by Carbondale, Evansville, Louisville. We could even see up north all the way to Bloomington. After these get over the water, I'd expect these to fire up. We'll follow with them, and we'll just watch them head through this area. Yeah, we'll just watch them head through this area, and these things should be big. The hail was the main threat up here, and the tornadoes, I mean, there were a few. This is still producing, by the way. We gotta watch that one. There were a few tornadoes, but down here, I expect a cap inversion, and then this to just fire off along the line, and we see, I would say, at least a few tornadoes. Some may be significant to violent, long-tracking tornadoes. Alright, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we gotta stay up north, because this is basically a double risk area. If any of you guys know, on March 31st, 2023, we saw a double high risk, and this is, oh, what do we got? Watch, like 95% chance of a tornado watch. That is a very, very high number. That really shows how confident they are that this is going to produce, and produce big, through north, bit more north than where I forecasted it, but this could definitely be this could produce some big tornadoes, way bigger than what we saw in Chicago. That could look weak compared to what we're going to see throughout Evansville, up to Indianapolis, down more actually into Cincinnati. We're going to watch it out, but let's get back north. We're going to cover all of this basically this line here where the green meets the red. We're going to cover this until that hits the water, and then we're going to talk about down south, because that is what I am concerned about. This will pass by. This is heavy winds. This is obviously damaging winds for about 2 blocks in Chicago, but once this gets through here, we're going to turn to this big tornado risk down between Louisville, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, down to St. Louis, and then down to around Mayfield, Kentucky. So let's go with Max Weather again. Let's watch what he has to say.
Appreciate you guys a lot. Again, I'll get to those at least sometime after these tornado warnings are done, but we still got a tornado warning ongoing. I will do a full update as well on Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, all those areas. I'll do an update on after this tornado warning, or after these storms pretty much are done, at least here, because these are all going to be moving into the Great Lakes here in the next 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 minutes. So really the threat of tornadoes is going to be between now and the next 20 minutes with this area of storms, and it should die down a little bit. And for the record, I've had to pee for the last, like, hour and a half.
Oh.
I've been holding it in. I've been live for 3 hours. Haven't had a break yet. I'm very busy. Again, if you're just tuning in, the ongoing tornado warning is for North Chicago.
Some more damage.
Vernon Hills, Lake Forest, and Highland Park.
Doesn't look
Again,
as
stay in
big.
your safe place, away from windows,
That looked like
lowest
EF1.
floor possible, if you are included in this warning.
No, Wisconsin will be fine. It's definitely getting closer to
Half-inch hail
Janesville, though,
confirmed
heavy
over at
winds.
Elgin, by the way. So half-inch hail. It's actually a cool measuring tool, by the way. Pretty cool. Severe weather threat will be increasing overnight tonight across areas in southern Illinois, southern Indiana, and northern Kentucky. New mesoscale discussion just came out about that. A tornado watch is likely to be issued here soon for southwest Ohio, northern Kentucky, southern Indiana, and southern Illinois.
Right where we talked about it.
Just a heads up there. If you're in those areas, that is going to be issued likely pretty soon. Still some strong rotation near Vernon Hills. Again, we could have a tornado on the ground at any time here as this continues to move to the east-northeast toward Lake Forest, and as well as going toward North Chicago and Highland Park. I cannot read chat. It is going so fast. Holy cow. Let's go back to Connor real quick. He's in the middle of this storm. He's in the dead center of this right now.
One sec, guys.
You hear the rain pelting his windows right now. This is basically in the Chicago. It's just north of Chicago. Near Arlington Heights now. Elk Grove Village is still the general area of where he is.
Yeah, southeast, all of Wisconsin, you're fine. 1 tornado warning now. We just been downgraded to 1. And this one, I just...
That is a lot of rain. Crap.
It's not producing. I just...
And tornado warning still ongoing for Vernon Hills, Lake Forest. This is all moving to the east-northeast. And stay in your safe place, away from windows on the lowest floor possible if you're included in this warning. This could again drop a tornado at any time. After this tornado warning is done, I am running to the restroom because I have to pee.
Yeah, after these go over the water, I'll be gone for 5 minutes at most, and then we'll be back. It'll probably be more like 2 minutes after this final tornado warning gets lifted.
That is true.
Where I'll be back for gone for about 2-3 minutes, and then we're gonna drop south.
Here's the latest radar scan. Again, this is what we're talking about with the rotation. Velocity
and we're gonna focus on the south one. So basically, what we're doing,
these are the winds going
we're gonna
away from the
split
radar.
coverage
this right
here.
Here would be where that tornado would be located, somewhere
the
in there if we had one.
95%
Right now,
watch
nothing
assurance.
confirmed, and it's pretty broad rotation overall with all that gray in between. But we still could see a tornado drop here before it enters the lake. Lake Forest and North Chicago, you need to be in your safe place. Island Park, you also need to be in your safe place, away from windows, lowest floor possible. Damaging winds up to
40 mile
70
an hour,
miles per hour, maybe
penny-sized hail are expected.
Yeah,
7 miles
these radars
east of
actually showing
Janesville.
around
This is
80
just
miles
issued
per
by
hour,
the
but I think
National
it's a
Weather
little bit
Service
high.
of
That's a little bit
Milwaukee.
off the surface for the record, so
Yeah.
slightly aloft we have
Fort
higher wind
Atkinson
speeds,
more.
but at the surface it's probably closer to about 70 miles per hour in this area. You guys are super generous, by the way. I really appreciate all the super chats. New York will get hit by this, but not by severe weather. It'll just be rain.
Again,
more details on that. I had a video forecast on that earlier today.
We're gonna go over one more run up. We're gonna run this down one more time before this
Kalamazoo
tornado.
probably
Once
will
this
not be
tornado
under
warning
watch unless they issue a
expires.
severe thunderstorm watch for Michigan, which I have doubts about. It's a live cam actually over there. Watch that closely as well. Alright, a little bit further down here to the south, we got a bunch of storm chasers still in this area. Hail core is growing near Bowling Brook. This is another area that we'll need to watch for very closely. That is a increasing area of hail that's moving to the east. And then again, further north, that's where our rotation is. Still got some rotation near the Vernon Hills area. This again could produce a tornado as this continues to move to the east.
Just watching this. Honestly, I think what's happening.
Hail confirmed in Downers Grove. Thank you for the report.
Weakening
Yeah,
for
if you have
sure.
any reports, feel free to leave those in the chat. And if you're tuning in and wondering about Ohio, Indiana, Southern Illinois, anywhere else like that, about tonight's severe weather threat, I will be going over that here probably in about 15 minutes or so, once all the storms start to wind down a little bit.
North storms.
This is from Bear Down DY on Twitter. Lots of wind, lots of rain. It's in the Chicago area. Good view of it there. Pretty good amount of lightning as well. That's in Vernon Hills, specifically. And tornado warning still ongoing if you're in Vernon Hills, Lake Forest, North Chicago, Highland Park. You still need to be in your safe place if you're in those areas, away from windows and on the lowest floor possible. Still could drop a tornado at any time. It's not on the ground as of now, but it still could produce one before it goes into the Great Lakes.
Once the second this hits here,
We also got a
I'm gonna take a 2-3 minute break. And then I'd assume this will happen. They'll probably get there to the lake around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then we'll go over a quick debriefing of what we're doing.
But I think a lot of this is like pea-sized hail or less.
All of you guys asking about what you missed, what's happened. We are gonna wait for this to hit the water, this possible tornado, and then we're gonna. You haven't missed much, okay? I'll just say you haven't missed much. Been pretty weak storms. Once this hits the water, oh shoot, they just up a new. Oh, they just made warning smaller. We are gonna focus our attention to the south. And this is much, much worse than up north. North had, I believe, what was it, 40% watch issuance for this tornado watch that got issued here. This is a 95% watch issuance percentage. That's over double the chance. And the tornadoes, I believe the tornadoes will be, they'll be longer track and possibly for significant tornadoes down in the Mayfield to Bowling Green up to St. Louis to Cincinnati and Indianapolis areas. So what's going to happen, this thing is about to hit the water. Once it does, I'm going to take a 2-3 minute break, and then we'll be back, and we are going to basically switch our whole area of the stream. We're going to move all of it, and we're just going to go south, and we're going to focus on Indianapolis, kind of the Quad State region, basically the same location as the Tri-State tornado. Obviously that's not going to happen. But we're just going to do a full turnaround here, and we're just going to start looking down south. I would not think Western Kentucky would be hit. Mayfield's literally outside the Washoe-Schwinn, right? Rip. Watching this thing come towards the water again. There's not been any debris, but again, the winds are very impressive. Let's get max velocity up here until we switch over. Just a few pictures of light damage. Again, let's go over the damage also one more time before we end this. Or not end this, before I take a quick break. I'm not ending the stream, don't worry. This is all the damage we've got from Illinois.
I tried to be fast. It was not fast.
We've had this, and this does not look too bad, guys. EF1,
Alright, let's get back
EF0,
to
I'd say EF1.
What is happening now with this tornado warning.
Some
So this is the
trees
latest
down.
on the tornado warning. Radar actually just updated
Stuff
perfectly.
knocked
So
down.
rotation looks to be weakening at this point. We have high winds going through Lake Forest and North
But
Chicago.
this is a big stuff.
This is all moving to the east-northeast.
This
so
home,
again, damaging
the
winds up
barn's
to
on its
60 to 70 miles
foundation.
per hour possible. With that activity,
Tractor's
as it
fine,
continues
but
to move
all
to the
this
east,
stuff is
northeast,
destroyed.
and then further down here to the south.
Another
Really
picture
no
of it.
rotation still back down through areas like
I'd say
Joliet,
that's
all the way
EF2.
into Evanston. But we still have some
Looking
like
at
little
EF2
embedded
damage,
areas in this
probably,
little
I'd say
cluster, so we'll still have to watch
EF1,
it closely.
that happened
But
through
I'd
this
say
area.
more than anything, damaging winds, large hail are going to be approaching Chicago over the next several minutes. So again, stay in your safe place, away from windows, lowest floor possible. The storms near Rockford weaken pretty quickly, but we do have some other strong storms moving into southeast Wisconsin. But really, the main concern right now will be this cluster of storms that's producing damaging winds and large hail from about the Waukegan area into the Joliet area. Large to very large hail might become a bit more of a concern back down near and just south there of Chicago over the next several minutes. Rotation for the time being, still ongoing. Just a bit weaker back up near Lake Forest right now. And that's all, again, moving right now to the north and east. So stay in your safe place, away from windows, lowest floor possible.
Alright,
Is
guys.
it going to dissipate over Lake Michigan? This activity won't really dissipate. It will weaken, and it'll eventually go into Michigan, and by the time it gets into Michigan, a lot of this will be damaging winds into Michigan. There will still be an isolated tornado risk, but it should
I
stay low.
doubt it.
Update the warning count? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? I kind of forgot about that. We only have one warning. We have two. Thank you, JD. Pronouncing the cities very well. I live in the area. I'm glad I'm pronouncing them well. If this was a tornado outbreak in Wisconsin, we would be having a field day with mispronounced names. It would be crazy. Here's the latest radar scan. Still high winds across Lake Forest and North Chicago. Rotation
guys,
is
the
definitely weakened at this point.
Hey,
I
it's-
think this warning will be canceled, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Alright,
Still stay in your safe place.
so we are going to be going to, it's called a commercial break. Okay, I'm going to grab like some low real quick to eat. I'm going to bring it down here, and then we can focus, lock in to this, and whatever we assume is going to be happening, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Louisville, St. Louis, this area, we're going to focus in on this one. Storms are still not hitting the dry line yet. They're not firing off. What about we get, Springfield, we got anything there? Oh, they're definitely firing off there, but they're kind of outside of the risk area. So, I'll probably be 3 minutes at tops. So, if you guys want to come back in 3 minutes, 8:06, 9:06, whatever time it is for you, I'll see you then, guys. So, it'll be 1 minute, and then we'll be right back, and we're gonna more focus into this area. All right, guys. All right. Let me put. Hold up. There we go. Alright. Let me put some copyright-free music over. Give me a sec. Can you find copyright-free music? God, you're a yapper. I saw that. Alright, let's hear, we're gonna actually tune into some other guys. We're gonna hear what they're saying real quick. And just get a rundown of what to expect. These storms, again, have not fired up. If we check in, tornado warning still hasn't been lifted, but this is basically a Lionel win at this point. Let's hear Ryan Hall, y'all, is saying on YouTube.
You know, downtown Chicago, you're next in line. Darien, Illinois is receiving hail. Remember, if you can do so safely, send me pictures, videos, reports on Twitter or X, whatever it's called. At Ryan Hall, y'all. That's my name over there. At symbol Ryan Hall, y'all. That's my handle on every social media platform. You can send stuff on Facebook and all the other ones too if you want. Here's some hail from Lyle, Illinois. Penny-sized hail.
Obviously, there's a lot of things to be talking about during live streams like this, so appreciate everybody bearing with me, obviously, through all those tornado warnings. Still have one ongoing, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be canceled here shortly. That's, again, for North Chicago. Still stay in your safe place until that is officially lifted. Also, thank you, Riley, for the $4.99. And also, thank you to anybody that subscribed to the channel or liked the live stream. I know a lot of you have tonight, and there's way too many names to list off, but I do appreciate your support as well. I was in Chicago 2 weeks ago. There's always a lot of traffic. Sounds like I-4 in Florida. It's the same thing. Once this tornado warning is lifted, we will start to talk more about tonight's severe weather threat. I know I say tonight because we already had one, but there is going to be another threat of severe weather across southern Ohio, southern Indiana, southern Illinois, back into northern Kentucky and Michigan, and northern Indiana, and northwest Ohio. A lot of different areas have a threat of severe weather. It's not done. This is really only about, I would say, 40% of the severe weather that we're going to see tonight. There's still a good 60% to come. We will be talking about that here in probably a couple minutes. Oh, tornado warning just got canceled. All right, we can probably talk about it now.
Didn't yet. What?
Thank you as well for the $4.99. I appreciate that. Thank you for your generosity. All right, let's talk a bit more about what's coming tonight, because there is still a lot to come for tonight. A large area. Let's go first to the severe weather outlook for tonight. This is the outlook for the rest of the night. We still have an enhanced risk of severe weather in northwest Indiana and northeast Illinois. That is still an ongoing threat. The areas that are behind the line, or this cluster of storms, though, really not nearly as much of a threat. You're pretty much done here. You're back over near South Bend, Portage, almost looks like a heart from Valentine's Day, but you're back near South Bend, back through Portage. Those will be the areas in the threat of severe weather, probably in the next hour or two. Main concern is damaging winds and large hail. But there will still be a chance for an isolated strong tornado all through that area. So if you're in those areas, still be weather aware, have multiple ways to receive alerts, and have a tornado action plan in place just in case you are in those areas. The enhanced risk of severe weather from Dayton, Ohio, and near Columbus, all the way back through Cape Girardeau, that is a completely different threat. We have not even started with the severe weather threat yet, and that is going to start to rain for the next couple of hours.
And that's what I've been saying.
The Storm Prediction Center has already mentioned there is going to be a tornado watch, or at least likely will be, in that area, probably in the next, 30 minutes or so, perhaps even earlier. So those areas will be in the track of that here in a few hours. Also a slight risk into Michigan. That's mainly for damaging winds. Let's go to the computer models. Let's take off this overlay and give you an idea of what's happening here tonight. All right, here's the future radar. So this is about 8 o'clock or so. Pretty much right about now. This is what we're talking about around 9. So storms will continue to move through areas in